So it seemed recently that the most talked about and requested rumored characters are from third party. That, along with the way the Smash Fighter Pass is currently looking, it seems that the first party characters have been just somewhat pushed aside, which you could say is arguably a bit unfair considering this is the Nintendo fighting game. Up till Smash 64 and Melee, with Brawl starting the third party, it was just Nintendo characters. And it was great to give spotlight to more obscure Nintendo characters, or just whichever Nintendo character could possibly get in. It was great for making dreams come true. And the thing that makes me really make this video is that I just flat out heard the question asked, which first party characters are even left? And initially I struggled to think of some myself, but in the end, as I thought about it more and more, I was easily able to come up with a lot. And I ended up with a pretty long list. Now, this was originally just going to be one long video, but I really didn't like the way it was turning out. So I decided it would be best to split this into parts. That way it should hopefully be easier for me to make these, and they'll be easier to watch, and hopefully I'll do a better job of getting general points across. Now, I would like to say that the points for each character, there aren't that many. This overall thing is just that they would simply be cool to have, or they should just be in the game as part of Nintendo's roster. And a few notes to take is that this isn't going to be about movesets. I'm not going to talk about those at all. I have enough faith that they could make a moveset for literally anything at this point. Even Captain Falcon in the first game kind of proved that, but apparently he was based on King of Fighters, the game it was supposed to be, or King of Dragons I think it was called. And it's not about, like, the number of reps already existing series have. Like, even if Mario already has plenty of reps, that's not going to stop me from having more Mario characters on here. It's just about the characters themselves individually. This is mainly about characters that have been wanted, and how much of a wider range they could bring to Nintendo franchises. A lot of these are brand new IP reps, and some are just simply important to the franchises they come from, if it's for an already pre-established franchise, like Zelda, say. A lot of these are simply dream characters that have been talked about for a very long time and haven't gotten in yet, so I'll be going over them briefly enough and to the point. And the list I have these characters in, they're not in a specific order per se, however, the first few characters I'm doing are kind of outside, as they are characters who absolutely should have just been playable by now, but haven't for whatever reason. And in this part, I will be going over those first few characters, and then the rest of the parts will be everybody else. And then towards the end of the series, it'll be honorable mentions, characters that I feel like shouldn't absolutely have to be in at some point, or would be super awesome to be in, but they would just be cool additions to have. So anyway, I'm going to be starting this out with Dixie Kong. Now, Dixie Kong has been said before to be the last big-name classic Nintendo hero to not yet be playable in Smash Bros. And that is true to a degree. It pretty much is, depending on how you rank popularity and how far you go back for classic. And aside from K. Rool, who we got in Ultimate, she's the most wanted DK rep, and she would definitely be good to complete a trio of Diddy, Donkey, and then herself. It's gone to the point where I actually saw some people who thought Banjo's trailer was for Dixie before the Jiggy came bouncing in. And Dixie Kong was part of Brawl's Forbidden 7, and supposedly she was going to be a partner for Diddy Kong, kind of similar to how the Ice Climbers worked out, but that obviously didn't happen in the end. And she should be her own character anyways, and she wouldn't necessarily work for an echo of Diddy, if you ask me. She's just too different from how she played in her games, and it wouldn't really do her justice to just be Diddy's echo fighter. And next up, I have a Rhythm Heaven rep. It doesn't matter if it's Karate Joe or the Course Kids or whoever, we just need a Rhythm Heaven rep. It's thought of to be the only currently relevant Nintendo franchise that does not have a playable Smash rep yet. And it indeed is. It's still going on. It still has games being made. It's kind of got a strong following going. And apparently we're supposed to get a rep in Smash 4, but that of course didn't happen. Then Ultimate just wasn't thought of, I guess. And they were still hoped for Ultimate, Karate Joe especially. And it's really great to imagine a rhythm-based character and just how zany this stage could be. And this could help draw in a new crowd to Rhythm Heaven and let people know that it is still relevant, it is still here. And next, I have Isaac for this video. Now, if you somehow haven't heard yet, Isaac is just one of the most absolutely wanted effort characters. He's been asked for ever since before Brawl. And he was an assist trophy there. He was gone from Smash 4. And people were hoping that he had a chance for DLC, which didn't happen either. However, he did fairly well on the ballot. Then once Ultimate rolled around, people were super hopeful he was finally in. It looked like all of the dream characters were coming, but he came back as an assist trophy. He never got the promotion, which is the sad fate of a lot of characters that are going to be here in the future. Isaac would be a new franchise rep. He would represent Golden Sun, which is, of course, a Nintendo series that does not have a playable rep yet. And something that this could do is help revive a dead IP, like I've said before. Smash Brothers is really good for bringing their more obscure characters into light and giving them a new life. Just look at Pit. It practically saved Fire Emblem by introducing it to the West. It gained a lot of new Mother fans. And I'm sure that it could be said for a lot of other series, even F-Zero, Star Fox, Metroid. Heck, I'm sure people even tried Zelda for the first time because of Smash Brothers. So that's why first-party characters from anywhere are really great, and Isaac is a specific character who would make a lot of dreams come true. And that's going to be it for these first few characters. I have many more coming up. A lot of these are classic or new IP characters on the list, but the next couple of parts are going to be about franchises that are already part of the roster and have a lot of characters like Kirby, Zelda, and Mario, with a few independent stragglers in between that. But after that, it's going to be new big surprise characters, really cool choices. And then, of course, at the end, there'll be honorable mentions. And by the end of the series, I'm going to see if the comments have said anyone that I missed entirely, and I could do a follow-up to that. But until then, this will be it. And I will try to get the next part out as soon as I can. Won't make any promises, but it will happen. Bye-bye.